All right, so today's the moment of truth. I've constructed the base of the new nav station or desk, and I've cut the top at home, and we're going to see how well the top fits. So I have the a belt sander with me and a jigsaw with me today, just in case I need to cut a little bit off. But let's take a look here at how this looks. All right, there's the sides for the new nav station. All right, so here we are, flush on this front edge. We have a little overhang here on the back that I can mark with a pencil and start kind of shaving off. There's going to be a little gap here, so I'm not going to recut a new piece of plywood just because of that gap. So I think I'm going to have a tray sitting up on the desk anyway. And then there's a little gap in the hull. And again, I can either put some trim or a tray. And then we have the trim pieces that are gonna go around the edges here. Of course, I changed the dimensions of the table from the sink, not really thinking about how it would affect the trim. So that trim's short. This one will be long. And my thought is I will just use the part I trim off this to fill in over here. So that's the plan, at least for now. We'll see. All right, so I've used a pencil to scribe the bottom of the cabinet here, or the top, and we will take a little bit off at a time, not all of that, just to see how we're doing. I'll start with the jigsaw on this. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the new fit. There's a spot here that has a little bump in it, a bubble. And so I'll actually attack that with the belt sander and just kind of try to do the sanding between these 2 points and work it down slowly. But then the tabletop should be ready to go, and we can start looking at cutting the trim as well. All right, so I have the top dry fitted, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Of course, it still needs finishing. I need to varnish this trim, and I need to paint the top, and I'm thinking about maybe fiberglassing the top. I haven't fiberglassed any of the rest of it. I try to be careful about letting perfection get in the way of actually completing a job. But there's a few things. The trim, which when I take home, I can work on it a little bit more. The trim here isn't perfect, and so I might be able to do something with that. And then I still have to put in a piece of trim here because I actually used the trim from the last, there was a sink in here, but I, for some reason, decided to widen the desk. So that screwed up the trim. So anyway, I have a small piece I can fit in there, but I'd rather do it at home where I can use a good saw that can get a perfect angle on each piece, and then hopefully they fit together snugly. There's gaps, you know, and so I can either place a piece of trim on each of these sides here, or I can just live with this. I don't think anything's going to fall down into there, but I do have it so the top can come off because I'm going to have some electronic panels back there, and I don't yet have an access hatch for that. But overall, I'm happy with the look of the desk. I think it looks pretty good.